Hey, welcome to another episode, okay? And today we'll be looking at one of most important and talked about topic right now, and this is the issue of inflation. And inflation has really eaten in deep into people's assets, and a whole lot of people are crying. I mean, about the fact that you go to the market today and tomorrow you go to the market and you are not able to buy what you priced yesterday. Okay. In fact, I was having a discussion with a developer on Sunday, and he said that he has stopped pricing his products. He said he stopped putting price on his product. He said anytime anybody show up on any of his projects, that after, during inspection, it tells them the price as at that day, and you have 48 hours to make payment. And if you come back after 48 hours, there's possibility that the price has changed. So, and that is the time and season that we are right now. Okay, my name is Okpe Oluwa Oni. So today we'll be looking at how to survive during hyperinflation time, especially what we are really experiencing in Nigeria, that prices are jumping like like a serious stuff. I know somebody that does um, interior design, furnishing, and all of those things. He said he went to one of his suppliers of recent, and he was trying to get quotes as usual so that he can give it, I mean, send it to the people that needs that wants to give him the job. And the guy says, see, Oga, we know they give quotes, we know they give price again. We know they give quotes, we know they give price again. No. If anything you want to buy, you pick it, we give you the price, you pay immediately. That if you leave and come back, there's possibility that the price has changed, and is really a season whereby we need to look at a whole lot of factors to help our individual life, to help our project, to help a whole lot of stuff. I did a previous video that talked about how to really survive as developer during this season and time, right? So it's one area that we really need to give our attention to. So how do my project survive? How do my project survive this season? Somebody even recommended that everybody should suspend all projects. I said, well, that might not. Yeah, the person is right, but the person might not be completely right. You know, suspending all project does not make the problem go away. You know, you just have to find a way to keep surviving while the problem is still around, and trusting and hoping that the people that cause this problem will find, the policymakers will find a solution to it. Okay, so this is a season where you can't just have one source of income. You know, multiple sources, diversification is very important. You know, cost control, cutting down waste, excesses are very important in this season and time. Okay, preserving your assets so that you not reduce in value is also very important in this season and time. Financial planning, sitting down to plan, is also very important in this season and time. You don't want a situation whereby you cannot plan for your life. You are just living. You see, somebody said if you don't have plan, everybody will create an agenda and a plan for you, right? So I'm very sure nobody wants to be in that situation. Nobody wants to be in a situation whereby they are not running by their own plan or by their own agenda. Okay, then you must stay glued to policies, government policies, and all of that. That keeps coming, because in this season and time, a lot of government policies are in place, and see how your finances and your finances stays adaptable to some of those policies, because things are going to be changing very fast. Of course, most of the time, government are afraid of how some of these issues, how some of this hyperinflation will not spiral into human revolt, riot, protest, and all of those things. So they are working assiduously to make sure that we are assuming that they are working assiduously to make sure that some of these things really get resolved and stability steps in. It's not a Nigerian thing, but of course, Nigeria case is unique because of lack of ability to plan. Is one of our biggest problem. Okay, so you need to be adaptable. You need to be resilient in all that we do. You cannot have a um, have a stereotyped way of doing things. Then your risk management too needs to be top notch. We've talked about diversification. How do you hedge your fund? You need to look at that. This is the time to have contingency plan A, plan B, plan C, so that you will not be stranded. Then insurance will help you in this time, because imagine, look at what the cost of a vehicle is now, and losing your vehicle without a comprehensive insurance will almost destabilize your life, right? So those are some of the things that you can do. Like I mentioned, if you are not financially literate, you need to read more books on finances. You cannot afford to be a novice when it comes to finances. You need to understand investment, because during inflation and hard time, a lot of Ponzi schemes shows up, right? A lot of Ponzi schemes show up. So you need to show up yourself on investment, because a lot of investment opportunities are going to come up, and some will be good, some will be bad. Okay. Of course, we talked about being aware of the situation of things, and financial planning includes budgeting and all of that. And we need to start having something to do on the side. Okay. What I mean by having something to do on the side is that if you're a salary earner, you need to develop your selling skill, start your entrepreneurial journey on the side as a side hustle, right? You need to start that, because it's very important this age and time. Nobody increases salary by 100%. Nobody, nowhere from anywhere. Anybody will increase salary by 100%. It is not done. So you need to find a way on how it can be done, right? Very important. Okay. The other dimension now is, I was just meditating and thinking over this thing, and I just thought of it that there was a time that there was a famine in the land, and looking at it biblically, right, from the Bible perspective right now, and there are three main things that came to mind that I want to pick up from the story of the woman that had an encounter, and the encounter was for the woman, right, to borrow many vessels, and the miracle happened, and he was given an instruction to go sell, right? So from that illustration, there are three things that you must have, right? Three things that you must have, three skills that you must have. Apart from all the things that I've talked about. Number one is your ability to sell. Your ability to sell. We live in a very uncertain time, and one thing that has survived every war or survived every season and time is clothes, shelter, and food. Those are basic needs. Even during war, these things are very important. Then the next layer is medical, transport, and communication. Medical, transport, and communication. So you can put that communication as media and all of those things. So they keep surviving. So your ability to sell is very important, because no matter the situation in the country, does not mean that money has evaporated from the economy. It just means that the value has been deteriorated, and also it also means that you need to probably work harder now, and ability to save too has really nosedive. Okay, so the value of money has rapidly deteriorated, leading to a volatile market. So the ability to sell is crucial for individuals and businesses to liquidate their assets, to be able to take advantage of some of the opportunities that are available. Your ability to sell, to turn your assets to cash is very important. And if you are turning it to cash at a fee, it's also very important. So your selling skill must be top notch in this season and time that we are, right? So ability to also negotiate. Yes, your ability to also what? Negotiate. Negotiating skill become essential during inflation as price fluctuates rapidly and people are taking advantage of this. I remember yesterday somebody was the person was handling a project, and when they started the project, they pegged the price of cement at 5,000 naira, and all of a sudden they were buying cement at 12,000 naira. So they reached out to someone, and the person told them that they can get it for 9,005. So okay, I said no problem. The following day they will go and pick them bags, which was supposed to be 95,000. Upon getting to the place where they were supposed to pick 10 bags, the person said, unfortunately, after you called me, somebody came and picked 60 bags, and that's the whole stock that I have. So your ability to negotiate, to lock down price, to key into opportunities, to leverage in your negotiation skills is very, 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 very important. And to negotiate repayment with your creditors, your debtors, all these things are also very, very, very important because this season there's this proverb that is more sure that a bird in hand is more than 1,000 in the bush, right? The cash at hand that is being utilized is much more important than cash that want to come in the future that is not being utilized. Okay, so that's is one of the skills that. So number 3 skill is will I say this is skill is factor really is your ability to leverage on loan. Okay, so during inflation, borrowing has a double-edged sword. Actually, is a double-edged sword actually. So on one hand, loan denominated in the depreciating currency is easier to pay. That's the advantage, right? Because imagine if you had borrowed 100 million when dollar was less than 1,000 naira, and you are supposed to pay right now. You know what you are paying right now is far, 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 far lesser than the value of the money that you borrowed, right? So, however, if you are now borrowing in the appreciating currency, you're going to be paying back more. So, for those that are in Nigeria, this is the time that you should not borrow. Don't borrow in hard currency, borrow in naira, right? Leverage loan in naira. And for those that are outside the country, borrow in naira. That's the depreciating value because you are probably making your money in hard currency. Okay, so I believe with this 3 points of mine, it can help somebody thinking, right? Probably, one of the reasons why we do this video is because somebody says something to me and it just hits me. Then most of the times in Africa, we do not document things. And a lot of people have passed through this inflation and they have survived. Okay, let me give you an example. I saw something of recent, and do you know that? Let me even bring my calculator close by. There was a time that the exchange rate was 1 naira to about, $1 to about 60 cents, right? Okay, so, and in the space of a couple of years, 2, 3 years, it moved from that to $1 to about 20 naira. Maybe some people don't understand. That is literally tripled in depreciation. Okay, what that means is that 0.66 times 300, times 3, right? 0.66 times 3. So that's more or less like 20x is what has happened. 20x is what has happened. So for people that were holding $1 million, I don't know whether you understand what I'm talking about. For the people that were holding $1 million there, at some point that was 600,000 naira. And all of a sudden, the same people that were holding $1 million had 20 million naira. Look at that. So how did business survive those periods? How did the business survive those periods? Imagine if they had documented some of these things, but in digital form, in electronic form, we will not be in the mess that we are right now. And some of us will probably go back and read some of the books they have documented how they were able to survive it. So that's the reason why we document this, and I hope it's useful and helpful to you. Okay, so my name still remains Okwe Oluwa Oni. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. So go ahead and win. Don't let anybody tell you that you cannot win. So play big so that you can win big. That will be all for now. Bye.